Rich Amiri is under fire again. Before this video starts, we will be listening to my favorite Rich Amiri song. A lot of niggas don't like it, but it's all good. And I'm GTR when I'm sliding. I don't fuck with her, she just riding. I took Molly into 5 Zans. I'm in Prada, I'm too locked in. I'm like goddamn. I had so much friends, but I lost them. Scratch them off the list, had to cross them. People two with me when I walk in. Hey, alright, let's see.
These Faygo fans, right? They just exposing Rich Amiri, and they just not talking. They actually showing proof of him not being original at all and taking Faygo's whole album aesthetic and running with it. I done made tons of videos about Rich Amiri, and I'm sure we've all noticed his progression he done made in the past year. I mean, this dude done had a whole record go platinum. Ghetto Fabulous and One Call was all streaming so well that I remember he was sitting at 10 million monthly listeners for a whole like 3 to 4 months, and I'm sure a lot of people don't care, but he also made it onto the XXL this year. But of course, we know that didn't go too well. But here's the thing, with all this success, right, funny. Rich Amiri still has to be one of the most hated underground rappers, and nothing has changed. And for the people that's confused, I mean, when do you ever not see this man get a clown, okay? Because there's so many key factors I can name right now that play into the reason why he's just not respected in our scene or in general. I know it's some of y'all that say, oh man, he just a corny dude, man. Some of y'all might hate him because y'all feel like he bought his streams, and we didn't seen it before. People bought their streams all the time, so yeah, he kind of.
But I don't care about none of that. It's just his music for me. Like, I don't really care about everything else, bro. Like, I feel like people should just listen to the music, bro.
Kind of fits in with that. And then some of y'all might say, well, this dude has a fake persona. All he does is cap rap and act like he's from ATL when we all know he's from Boston or wherever he's from. And one of the major reasons why people don't respect Rich Amiri is because they feel like he doesn't do anything original. See, with his whole image and his personality, people been saying that Amiri was copying people, okay? But with this new album that he got coming out, right, there's a lot of people feel like he just copying another rapper that we all should know of. And I'm sure y'all know where I'm going with this, right? So if you've been tuned in, right, Rich Amiri has been working on this new album called War Ready, and he's been teasing this album ever since like February 29th of this year, and this should have been right after Faygo had teased that he was dropping War 2. So you had people assuming that, you know, they had a collab in the works, but that turned out not to be the case at all, because after a while you started noticing that Amiri just took this whole like aesthetic and started dropping singles of his own. And throughout that whole time, we all know that Faygo was supposed to drop War 2, but we still haven't got that. And y'all know the Faygo fans was already disappointed. And when Rich Amiri teased that he'll be dropping War Ready in December, right, that really pissed off the Faygo fans. And it's gotten to a point, these Faygo fans, right, they just exposing Rich Amiri, and they just not talking, they actually showing proof.
How do we know that's his real intention? How do we really know?
Him not being original at all and taking Faygo's whole album aesthetic and running with it. And it's only been getting worse because there's a whole thread of people exposing what he's done. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out real quick. So if you read the caption, it say every time Rich Amiri had copied, so Faygo's aesthetic. So first we have the album name, okay? Both of these images look very, very similar. The only difference is the background, to be honest with you. Then if you look at number 2, the outfits, they both seem to be wearing, you know, red leather jackets or whatever. And now if we look at number 3, you can see the whole graffiti aesthetic, right? Faygo was teasing this at first, and then you have the screenshot on the right.
So this nigga Rich Amiri, say he did copy Faygo. This nigga must have studied the out this nigga, bro, to the point where he knew where to get tattoos on his wrist. Like, if this nigga is actually copying him and he's taking that much energy and putting it into looking into this nigga's like album cover and all of that, it's sad. How could you not feel a type of way about this? Like, why do niggas do this? Like, if I was to do something like this, I would not be satisfied with myself.
Amiri standing in front of some graffiti too. And for the people that's saying that he's not copying Faygo, it just gets worse because number 4 is tattoos. And as you can see, they have the same placement. It's just different design. That's it. Number 5 is the promotion. As you can see, Faygo had a poster with some random army man on there. And if you look at the one on the right, it's literally the same thing, same design, but different words. And then we have number 6. He says self-explanatory. And he literally copied the name of the song, Keep It Cool. And number 7, we have Ready for War. On the left, we have Faygo posted on his IG story, Ready for War, hashtag War 2. And then Rich Amiri had tweeted and said, you not ready for war, with a laughing emoji. Then number 8, we have the General, okay? Now I'm sure if y'all still been tuned in with Faygo, then y'all know he been going by this name called General, okay? And it's really just for his aesthetic or whatever he going for, so yeah. So Faygo has another account called Go the General, so he's been using this name. And I heard that he got a new Twitter page or something like that, and it's called Go Star General. And if you look right here, right, Rich Amiri is literally using the same.
Why? Okay, nah, that's okay. Why are you doing that, bro? And he took the helmet. Why is he doing that? Did he think nobody was gonna notice? Like, maybe they beefing or something on the low. That's the only thing I could think of. Maybe they like secretly beefing or they got something going on, bro.
Name for his Twitter, and he's also been using the same emojis to kind of promote the album and stuff. But y'all know the Faygo fans had a lot to say, so we're gonna go ahead and check this out real quick. Somebody said, why does it matter? Faygo never dropping, bro. Then somebody else said, I was mad about this at first, but it don't f***ing matter if Faygo's not gonna drop anyways. Nothing about Rich Amiri is original or authentic. It pissed me off, bro. Faygo and Amiri don't compare sonically anyways, dropping or not.
Or maybe they both in on it for the sake of money. Maybe they about to have a whole fake beef started because it is a whole beef. You know what I'm saying? That would be so smart. If that's the case, that's smart as it.
Faygo old songs have more of an impact than anything Amiri has dropped. Then somebody else said, you're telling me human people actually still listen to this Rich Amiri guy, even though he's clearly biting the goat? And then we had the vault of Faygo. He said Rich Amiri is the biggest fraud in the music industry. He said, y'all telling me am I reaching with this Rich Amiri biting, but he clearly biting the out of Faygo and the other. So people been knowing about this. It just got worse because we all know that Faygo ain't dropping this year, right? He's not dropping the album. He already dropped some little EP, that's cool. But now that Rich Amiri is not only taking this dude aesthetic, but he's also dropping his album and taking everything from him, that's only making them Faygo fans more upset at Faygo, and they're mad at Rich Amiri now. So yeah, see, I know a lot of y'all Faygo fans is mad at Amiri, but y'all mad at the wrong person. Because if you actually think about this real quick, we're already finna be in December, bro. In a few days, we will be in December. Faygo dropped the EP for y'all when he's been teasing more too since the start of this year. So I'm not saying that Rich Amiri ain't copying Faygo at all. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that being mad at Rich Amiri is not going to help y'all in any type of way. If anything, Amiri finna get those streams because of y'all. There's going to be a whole bunch of people on Twitter and stuff like that talking about he's copying Faygo and stuff like that.
Okay, I will say this. I don't think most niggas would do this because it's dumb. I don't think most niggas would do this without a motive because it's just dumb. You know what I'm saying? I feel like either Rich Amiri is doing it for business by himself, or him and SoFaygo are both in on it.
And niggas are saying SoFaygo's falling off. Wouldn't this help his career? Wouldn't it help his career?
Because for a nigga to be that much of a clone and not expect people to realize, you know what I'm saying, and receive backlash from it, you'd have to be pretty dumb, nigga. So I think he's doing it for like money. Like I don't think he wants to do it, but I think he's doing it to get like promotion up and, you know, more listeners and stuff like that. And if that's the case, bro, I'm not mad because you gotta get paid. Go ahead and crank him. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, the music might be hard regardless, bro.
That's only creating more streams for him. And if he not getting those streams, then y'all know internet money, they're gonna bot the streams for him. So he's gonna win either way. Like there's no losing for Amiri right now. I would say the only loss that Amiri might be taking is the fact that he's not respected at all. Like you don't see anybody talking about him for real. He's not in that conversation. It doesn't make sense that he's sitting at like 6 million monthly listeners right now, right? And he's not being brought up in that conversation with Lone and Ken and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know that one call blew up and stuff like that. We know that he's got these fans in different countries or whatever, but bro, majority of those streams seem to be botted. And like I told y'all in my previous videos, you don't see Amiri fans. I have not met anybody or even in person that say, yo, I listen to Rich Amiri. I don't know why, that's just the case. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Amiri.
Now, yeah, I see what you mean. I would never say that. But like, who your favorite in the underground? Like, give me 5 or even 10. Rich Amiri not making that list, bro. But then again, he might not even be underground anymore. That nigga got like, what, 6 mil?
Music is trash at all. I think he's actually decent, but there's definitely something going on behind scenes where he's being pushed out way more than he should be. Because it don't make sense that I'm hearing about Netspin and Osama Son and them way more than I'm hearing about Amiri. But I'm very curious to see how War Ready is gonna do. Is it gonna sell well? Because if Amiri don't do better than Pink Hearts, like when it comes to sales, oh yeah, he's cooked. That's it. And I ain't gonna lie, him copying, you know, Faygo whole aesthetic or whatever, yeah, that is kind of crazy. But we all know that bro not finna drop that album anyway. Amiri is already known to be one of the most hated rappers, so y'all adding on top of it. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all doing. But I want to make this clear, I do not hate Rich Amiri. I actually think his music is decent. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check these niggas out to see if any of them are worthy enough for me to listen to the album when it come out. Okay, here's one that he posted a few days ago.
The only exception.
But it be hard. But the song ain't bad, man.
I've been on this shit before the deal. I've been on this shit before I could afford a meal. Yeah, 35K, I might let you know they.
Okay, here we go. I'm with it.
That last one wasn't bad.
Okay, he's smart for doing this. I'm not gonna lie. Put an Osama son at the start. That way he get those fans, you know, all riled up, you know. That makes sense. Okay, I see what he's doing. Okay, there's another snippet with him and Osama son. It's called Go Slap. So he got 2 songs on the album with Osama son?
Yeah, I might fucking act like I ain't never met her. Yeah, they buying all my flows, Amiri trendsetter. Yeah, why you such a long in my shoes?
They biting on my flows, Amiri trendsetter.
I might fly it to Milan, treat her like she's special.
You know, that ain't bad. I seen that he dropped the trailer and stuff. That's good for him. Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Amiri. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all actually think it was wrong that he's copying Faygo? How do y'all feel about Faygo right now? I know I ain't made a video about him specifically in a second, but yeah, I'm done chatting. Make sure y'all follow my IG right now. I love you.
Hey, W Duty. If I was to choose between Faygo or Rich Amiri, like, even though I barely listen to either one of them, bro, I feel like I would go with... Bro, I really don't listen to Rich Amiri like that, bro. Bro, I might choose Faygo over Rich Amiri because the only song I like is that one I just showed y'all in the beginning. Yeah, I'm gonna take Faygo. If it ever came down to it, I'm taking Faygo.
Stay focused, bro. Stay focused.